Opening an American Express business checking account could be one of the best decisions that you could ever make for your business. So here are the steps you need to follow. Step number one, you need to know American Express business checking account. You need to understand the whole thing about this account. The thing is that when you have this kind of accounts, you have to understand all business checking accounts come with an American Express business debit card. You're not getting a credit card automatically because a credit card, you need to actually pass, to go through the whole FICO score check, credit check and all that kind of stuff. But if you open an American Express business checking account, you will have an AMEX business debit card automatically. And you can earn one membership rewards points for every $2 spent on eligible business debit card purchases. You have to understand the rewards for debit cards are totally different from the rewards on the credit card. Okay. You also have contactless chip enabled technology that basically enhances the safety and security of your business debit card. So the thing here is that Amex is really pushing for technology at the center of their business checking account. So you can enjoy fee-free ATM withdrawals at more than 37,000 MoneyPass ATM locations nationwide. You can add your American Express business debit card to your digital wallet to make fast and convenient payments in-store at participating online retailers. This is really good. And the cool thing here is that you can do it for you can do it even if you have a single member LLC or you have several employees in your company. So that level of flexibility, we love that. And the cool thing is that switching your business bank account may be easier than you think if you ever were to choose Amex business checking account. Okay, and the process is very straightforward. You can apply for an American Express business checking account online in as little as 15 minutes. You have to link your existing business checking account and transfer the balance by making a direct payment. And third, just remember to transfer any auto payments to your new account. Okay, now who is really eligible for a business checking account? Well, Amex is currently accepting applications from American Express basic card members with a U.S. consumer or business credit card issued by American Express National Bank. So you got to be an existing cardholder, okay? And if you have American Express rewards checking customers are not eligible at this time, okay? If you are rewards checking customers, you are not eligible. And most U.S. businesses and industries are eligible for a business checking account. And select industries or businesses engaged in certain activities are currently ineligible, such as nonprofits, money service businesses, cryptocurrency, internet gambling businesses, cannabis distributors or dispensaries, and companion services. Step number two, you need to understand the whole business checking solution that Amex actually offers. By the way, welcome back to the show. Really, it's a pleasure to have you here. We're having a nice conversation about how to open an Amex business checking account. So the thing is that once you know whether you would like an online or traditional bank, it's time to narrow down your options, right? So there are certain things you need to consider. Things like fees, accessibility, software integration, and additional financial product offerings, because it's really important to really have a clear idea about your whole business checking solution. So understanding each of these things can help you get the most out of your Amex business checking account. Now, when we talk about fees, you have to understand now, Amex will charge you sometimes monthly maintenance fees of about, let's say, $8 to $30 to $35 per month. The thing here is that Amex, American Express National Bank, has often waived those fees if your business keeps a minimum balance. Now, the minimum balance depends on, it varies, okay? It depends on the state where you open the account. It also depends on the industry you're in and the volume of transactions that you are processing through the account. There are other fees and limitations to look for as well. For example, Amex National Bank may charge wire transfer fees of $15 to $35 per transaction, limit transactions to 100 or 200 transactions a month, impose fees for cash deposits over a set amount, or charge around $30 to $50 when the account has insufficient funds to cover a requested payment. So this is really important to pay attention to that, okay? And American Express National Bank, in some cases, may actually levy early termination fees if they realize that your account is closed before the required, let's say 60, 90, 180, or 365 days. Again, everything depends on the location of your business and the conditions under which you open the account. So think about that. So you want to think like ATM fees, think about accessibility, okay? You make sure that you're comfortable with the way AMEX National Bank is structured. Think about their additional financial product offerings. So if you're planning to expand your business, would you need an AMEX credit card? If you need a credit card from American Express, this could be a good investment. Do you need a line of credit? You can actually apply for a line of credit through their cabbage department, their cabbage unit. The third thing I want you to do right now, so step number one, you need to know AMEX business checking account, what it is. Step number two, you need to understand the whole business checking solution from American Express National Bank. Step number three, you need to get your paperwork ready. So the whole thing here is that, once you actually are sure about the kind of business solution you want from American Express National Bank, make sure that you gather the paperwork depending on the business structure that you have. See, we are speaking about an AMEX business checking account, and the only exception that AMEX has specifically outlined is that they do not want to offer this kind of service right now, this kind of checking account right now, to nonprofits, to businesses that are involved in money, what they call money service. So they could be insurance or banks, okay? If you're doing crypto, you will not qualify, but the legal structure doesn't really matter. So if you are a sole proprietorship, they will need to have your social security number and 2 forms of ID, like a driver's license, passport, and social security card instead of an EIN. You need to show a DBA certificate if your company name differs from your name. So DBA stands for doing business as. If you have a limited liability company, you must provide an EIN, articles of organization, business organization documents like a business partnership agreement, and or documents issued to form the partnership. They want to have from you additional documentation such as business licenses and a signed declaration of unincorporated business. If you are a partnership, American Express National Bank wants to have from you an EIN, articles of organization, business organization documents such as the documents used to form the partnership and the business partnership agreement, additional documentation such as business licenses and a signed declaration of unincorporated business. If you are an S corporation, you must provide an EIN, certified articles of incorporation, a corporate charter, a corporate resolution signed by the company's officers, and a signed signature card by account signers. They may also ask you for business licenses. And if you're a C corporation, American Express National Bank will want from you, at a very minimum, an EIN, certified articles of incorporation, a corporate charter, a corporate resolution signed by the company's officers, and a signed signature card by account signers. They want to see, if applicable, business licenses. And for nonprofits, actually, this account does not accept nonprofits at this time, as I said. So maybe in the future, but right now it doesn't apply. So if you're a nonprofit corporation, you cannot open an American Express business checking account as of today. Step number 4, you want to double check your application package. By the way, I want to quickly remind everybody of today's conversation. The topic, we're trying to understand how to open an American Express business checking account. So you really want to double check your application package. This is really important because before you submit, make sure you have everything ready. Okay. So I just want to quickly recap. You can apply for an American Express business checking account online in as little as 10 minutes. So AMEX right now does not have, they don't have brick and mortar branches. So they're not a regular bank, if you will. Okay, so they accept things online, and you can also do things over the phone if you have computer problems or internet problems. I don't know, like you can always open this account over the phone in exceptional circumstances. Okay, so what happens here is that whether you do it online or over the phone, you will need to answer a few basic questions about your business, including your industry, revenue, and how you plan to use your online business checking account. And you also need to provide an employee identification number or a taxpayer identification number and documentation to prove that you are a registered business. And if you are approved for an account, you will be able to link an existing bank account, deposit funds, and begin making transactions. So the whole process is pretty straightforward. Nothing complicated, very straightforward. The only thing is you cannot do it at a branch or via snail mail. You cannot mail your application to American Express. You can only do it online or over the phone. Okay. And if you to actually open an AMEX business checking account, you will need your employee identification number, your articles of organization. Remember, those should be original copies, okay? And so you will need your articles of organization or a certificate of formation. The name will change depending on your state, okay? But this should have actually the official stamp of the state, the official seal of your state authorities, okay? And in some cases, they want to see that you have a U.S. business address. Make sure that your address, the address that you actually put in the application package, matches the address that is shown on your certificate of formation. Okay, and in some cases, American Express National Bank will want to have some preliminary information about your industry, size, and the purpose of your account. So once you do everything, then you're on your way to opening your business checking account. Okay, so this is what it is. So once you submit the application online or over the phone, what will happen here is that American Express National Bank will review it. Sometimes it takes 1 day, sometimes it takes 1 hour, sometimes it takes 10 minutes. It really depends. Okay, so now the approval process to open an online only checking account can take as little as 10 minutes. And so American Express has a system in place where they actually review all business checking accounts thoroughly. The difference is that if they were to ask you for additional documentation, that's the only reason why it will take longer. So usually you get approved the same day or the next day, 24 to 48 hours. That's the standard time for approval. Now, if they ask additional documentation, this could be because maybe your industry is a little quote unquote sensitive. Okay. And so if your industry is sensitive, then the bank might want to see from you business licenses and permits. Okay. They might want to dig a little deeper to make sure that you have received all the proper regulatory approvals from your state authorities. And so it's this kind of a back and forth that creates the delay that I just spoke about. We have open business checking accounts for hundreds of clients, of our own clients. And the very few times where we had to actually go the extra mile, so to speak, where AMEX Bank was at, they were asking us additional documentation, was because the clients was in a very sensitive industry. Like they were doing certain things I can't say here, but I mean those things are legit though. They're legit, but they're sensitive. For example, if you're in the liquor industry, then you have additional requirements. If you are in the restaurant industry, anything related to healthcare, anything related to food, to drinks, those heavily regulated industries, they take time to get approval from American Express National Bank. Step number 6. So after you open your business checking account, after the account has been approved, you have to deposit funds into your account. I want to quickly remind everybody of today's topic. We're still having a conversation about how to open an American Express business checking account. So you have to deposit funds into your account. And when depositing funds, you may decide to make a cash deposit or transfer funds electronically between linked bank accounts. Now, if you want to do cash deposits, you're going to have to call American Express Business Services and ask them how that can happen. They are able to do it. What will happen here is that they will actually direct you to go to their nearest office, or in some cases, they will ask you to actually send them a money transfer or anything else, like anything different, or they'll give you further instructions on how to actually to actually deposit funds into the account. This only happens if you currently have no other account. If you're not banked at the moment, and you want an American Express business checking account is your very first bank account, then AMEX will let you know how to actually send them the money so you can fund your account. But on the contrary, if you have one or two or three accounts right now, it's very easy. Okay, you can just wire the funds to your account. There's not a problem, and this is pretty easy because many online banks and traditional banks, for that matter, have lifted traditional banking restrictions, such as requiring an opening deposit to activate the account. So the approval process at a brick and mortar bank may be anywhere from 1 to 7 days, and initial deposit requirements can range from $20 to $1,500. But for American Express National Bank, the requirements are even lower. Okay, but again, everything depends on the kind of accounts that you want to open and the states from which you are opening the account. What will happen here is that if they approve your account, your bank account application, they will send you all the instructions that you need. Okay, they will email those instructions to you, and in some cases, they will ask you to actually register to have an email and a username while you are actually applying online. So what will happen here is that if your application is approved, which is 99% of the time it is, then you just have to log into the account you registered during the application process and see the instructions in that account. Let me quickly talk to you about some of the benefits that you might get if you actually have an American Express business checking account. The thing here is that American Express business checking accounts, they actually offer benefits for businesses such as 1.3 APY on balances up to $500,000. So you were speaking about 1.3% annual percentage yield on balances up to $500,000. No monthly account maintenance fees. No minimum balance requirements. A very simple online account management with no branches, tellers, or lines. So this is what I was just telling you earlier, that in a sense, American Express National Bank is an online bank. The only thing is this bank has the reputation and the prestige of an institution such as American Express. Okay, so you have personalized customer service with real live people. So even though you don't have a branch, you don't have a network of brick and mortar branches, you still have access to personalized customer service with real live people. Okay, you can use your business debit card for purchases, ATM cash withdrawals, and balance inquiries. And the thing here is that there is no cost to open an American Express business checking account, and there are no monthly minimum balance requirements or maintenance fees. Okay, so this is really good. Now, there are other fees though. There are other fees. I mean, obviously, how could they make money anyway if they had no fees? So there are other fees, but if you're interested in that, I just suggest you go to the American Express website so you have a clear idea about their fee structure. And the API that I just gave you, the APY, not API, the APY, the annual percentage yield that I just gave you, 1.3%, that yield is variable. Okay, interest rate and APY are subject to change at any time without notice before and after an American Express business checking account is open. So this has to do with fluctuations in the market, fluctuations from changes in the Federal Reserve Bank policies. Okay, so but long story short, when you think about it overall, holistically, an American Express business checking account is a great solution. A great solution. To close today's conversation, I want to talk to you about something that you could be interested in. And this is basically, once you have an account, a business checking account, you can start earning rewards, okay, with American Express. This is just fantastic. It is really, really fantastic. This is one of the reasons why I was just telling you it's a great solution. Because with American Express business checking, you can earn one membership rewards point for every $2 of eligible business debit card purchases. Plus, actually, there is no cap on how many points you can earn. And what we love about this program is that points can be converted into deposits made directly into your business checking account. This is fantastic. That ability to convert points into cash is just great. If you already have a membership rewards enrolled card, in most cases, your business checking account will automatically be linked to your existing membership rewards program account. Okay. And the thing that happens here is that you never lose. You always win, because all points earned from your linked cards and your business debit card will accumulate together in a single rewards account, which can be converted into deposits or for any other eligible redemption options, including gift cards or travel. So this is where you can see the very essence of American Express, the travel part, okay, or the gift card part too. And if your business checking account is not linked to a card rewards account, points earned from your business checking account and business debit card can be converted into deposits. So this is what we love a lot, okay? And so if your business checking account was not automatically linked to your card rewards account, you want to call the number on the back of your business debit card for assistance, okay? And so one thing I want to say here is that sometimes you will see, once you have an American Express business checking account, you will see something that really always comes back. There's a phrase actually that says redeem for deposits. Okay, so redeem for deposits allows you basically to convert membership rewards points into deposits made directly into your American Express business checking account. So when you use redeem for deposits, American Express will deduct the number of points selected from your membership rewards account and deposit a corresponding dollar amount into your eligible business checking account. The last thing I want to tell you before closing today's conversation is that don't forget, you always have the option to talk to an AMEX business specialist if needed. Okay, so simply because simply because American Express National Bank is structured as an online bank does not mean that there is no possibility to speak to a live, real person. So the thing is that, so what I want to say here is that, remember, keep in mind that AMEX National Bank is a fully digital account. They have a fully digital account. The checking account I'm talking about, this is a fully digital account with no branches, tellers, or line. There's no lines at all, okay? But you can manage your account on your time. But if you need a person, AMEX is a call or click away. So there are several ways to reach customer service. You can download the iOS app, so use the American Express business checking app virtually anywhere. You can make mobile deposits by snapping a pic with your iPhone. You can pay bills with ease, so you can pay vendors, bills, and more with one click, online or through the mobile app. iOS only as of now. So if you have an Android phone, you cannot actually qualify for that right now. And but you can actually contact customer service via the app, but also online, and they'll get back to you. So basically, you can actually say, well, please call me back, or what will happen here is that you will have a box and you have to put your first name, last name, and you have to put the reason for your request. You know, you want to describe the problem, be very brief. And what will happen is that they will give you a number to call, or they will call you back. Just make sure that you give a number whereby people can reach you pretty quick, and then that number is not actually turned off all the time, okay? because they're really responsive. So American Express Business Customer Service, they are really responsive. They will get back to you as soon as possible, and they'll try to help you actually fix whatever is causing you anxiety in terms of your AMEX business checking account. And one thing I also want to say here is that in terms of reporting, year-end reporting, this account is just fantastic. The dashboard is great, very user-friendly, and you are able to have a constellation of analytical tools that are very great when it comes to analyzing your transactions in preparation for your tax return or preparation for your tax filing at year end. Wonderful. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate into this conversation. I was just talking to you about how to open an American Express business checking account. So let me just give you a recap here. You got to know the AMEX business checking accounts, understand the whole business checking solution, get your paperwork ready, double check your application package, open your business checking accounts, deposit funds into your account, start earning rewards, and talk to an AMEX business specialist. Thank you. I will speak to you to another time, but until now, remember, stay marvelous.